Hello, hello! How's it going, everybody? Hello, hello! How's it going, everybody? I'm hearing myself. It's a chaotic sound situation here. Hello, hello! It's the first time we've interacted over Skype. There's a brutal feedback loop happening right now. I think Nick has to get on headphones. I'm hearing myself. Oh, I know why. It's okay actually. It was all in wow. Welcome everyone. Oh my goodness. This is a work of art already. Wow. Okay. All right. So I think what just happened was we created art on accident by having on one hand we had on my computer we had the audio from the stream happening, which was really intense, and then then we had Nick's audio coming in, and then we had my audio. And we were hearing 3 audios at once, which is pretty great. So, there you are. Welcome to our live stream, Let's Album, with special guest Nick Krueger, who I'm going to turn up now because I turned you down in my confusion. But let's get balanced with the chat. Let's get balanced. So, please, Chad, if you don't mind giving us some feedback on how the audio is at this time.
Previously, it was bad.
It was previously bad, but you know what? That's the nature of live television. All right, so here we are. Nick and I have been friends for a few years. Nick specializes, I'd say your greatest strength that I've noticed is Nick can... You name a genre, Nick can make that music. And Nick's quite excellent at getting to the core of what sounds are coming in and find a way to then transmit that through your own voice there. So in this case, would you agree with that description of you?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a pretty solid understanding of like a lot of genres, but I don't know that I can necessarily replicate it.
Well,
like I know what makes bluegrass tick, so to speak, but I don't have like the bluegrass skills. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I think I definitely drastically overestimated Nick's abilities, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's just a disaster and a half already. No, but seriously though, the reason I say that is Nick showed me a video of some music from a game. What was that game called?
Baba is you.
Yeah, Baba is You.
Yeah.
Cool. And then Nick was like, I'm gonna make an album of music like this, which was very charming music, very simple, very minimalistic, and it has that whole like nostalgic vibe, but also has its own kind of distinct flavors. And then Nick had been making an album every single month this year, one a month, right?
So far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I that fell off the boat in around August.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because
yeah.
of this project. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and so then it was like type of music I wanted to be involved in too. And well, you take it from here. What's your side?
Well, yeah. Basically, I was just like, I basically just asked you if you had any like unused tracks or like songs or even just like parts that you weren't using
Mm-hmm.
for anything, just to see if like just to kind of have a creative spark.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually you sent me like some MIDI files that you wrote in like 2014, and we were like, oh wait, like these are really good. We should just make like this into an album.
Yeah, and those MIDI files were always meant to be performed by like really low, really modest MIDI sounds. Like they were never meant to be performed by really elegant people sounds or sophisticated synths. It was always about like boops and bleeps, basic waves, and so we ended up with music like this, where, or I should do this one for instance. And that sound, that track is the most similar to the original MIDI I sent of any of the songs, I'd say. And that's just basically my very inhuman jumping all over the place MIDI thing through the lens of Nick's arranging and sound selection. And you made the beat there too, right?
I don't remember. I think I like started with a bass of your beat, and then yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I guess a few months later, I mean, Nick is a prolific musician, and we have now 10 whole tracks in that vibe on an album called Birds, and that's why we're here. If you're just joining us, we put out an album yesterday called Birds.
Yes.
And it's like very personal, very like I guess intimate music set to the aesthetic of retro video game vibes.
Yeah, like video gamey kind of like dinky 1980s toy synthesizers, that sort of thing.
Yeah. What were some of the dinky sounds you used? You've got like, what was that little rectangle we were torturing everyone with just a minute ago?
The rectangle of torture is the Korg Monotron analog ribbon synthesizer with delay.
Nice.
This is not a product placement,
right? Obviously,
but that's what it is.
That's pretty cool. It's got built-in speaker. Nice.
Yeah, it's got a built-in speaker. It's got like, which I just realized I could have used instead of plugging in. That would have helped the.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason that this stream is such an epic failure so far is not because of that. No, it's basically we're doing exactly what we planned and expected. They just like flipping through all the views here, in the chat we got some nice friends. We got people here. We got uh, humans of all types with names. So
Well, maybe just some types. I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, thank you to Pedro for stopping by. I know you have to get going because it's midnight plus 7 minutes over there. Good night. Wishing you the best. Noam Coco asks if I can sing in Hebrew. Obviously, I can sing in Hebrew. Yes. Uh,
Obviously,
yeah.
clearly.
um, let's see. So we're here. Basically, we have a syllabus. We have a plan. We're gonna do track breakdowns and a bunch of contests. We're gonna do some live production, and also we're gonna take your questions if you have any. If you would like to ask us questions about anything, and maybe we can all have a nice discussion, a nice night. Um,
Hey Ben,
yeah,
Meta Talk.
yeah. Let's do it.
Can you unplug your headphones so I can hear your computer
Yeah,
audio?
for sure.
Because if
It
I
has
do
been
the
done.
if I do the stream audio, it's gonna delay and
That
yeah,
makes
it'll
sense.
be yeah.
How's that chord sound to you?
Sounds like it's coming through Skype.
Oh yeah, got that Skype compression. All right, so I can sing in Hebrew. Uh,
How much of the Tanakh do you have memorized?
oh, the what,
Or the Torah?
the Torah,
I'm not
the
Jewish.
Torah. No, no, I only have like 2 lines from it. But how about Ma nishtana? Let's see. Let's do. Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelo. Something like that. There's some Hebrew for you.
Can we do an album of liturgical music,
Well,
please?
you know, that music's good, but it's tricky because I can actually read Hebrew, but I don't know what any of it means, and that's so weird because like
Huh.
the letters in Hebrew are nothing like in English.
Oh, so you can like phonetically read it.
Yeah, I can phonetically read it. Like I can see the sentence and read it just fine, but then I have no idea what it all means. But yeah, so Logan Dodson is like, wait, I'm confused. Is there a new album? And that is a perfectly reasonable question. I think you're forgiven for being in the 99.999% of people that don't know this album exists. We're
Absolutely.
here to celebrate it. It's called Birds, and it's a bunch of emotional video game music, and
You
it's
should slap that album art up on the screen for our viewers
yeah, that's a good
so they
idea.
can see.
So here we'll take a little journey into the land of Spotify. So there it is. There it is. Nice. But I want to just kind of talk about some of the tracks, and I think I'll put on my headphones. No, I shouldn't, because then you can't hear. But this will pick it up. It's okay. It'll sound a little janky, but you know what it is. So this track is called "The Knights of Deloxetine." Nick, do you want to set us up on this one?
Yeah, so this is one that I wrote. I wrote the instrumentals for this back in January, and I basically, uh, I for like a really long time, I only had like the chord progression and the synth sounds set up, and then like I tried putting it on every album that I was writing this year, basically, and just couldn't like find a way to fix it or to like get it finished.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, I sent you the chord progression. And you were like, "Oh, I've got a perfect vocal melody for this," and it just kind of took shape after that.
Yeah, it's got a sort of a little bit of I don't know. Would you say I don't know what? How would you describe the vibe of the melody? It's like got a thing. It's a
It's
thing. Here, let's.
it's like
I'll just
it's kind
play
of
it.
poppy. Yeah.
Mhm. I got good advice, and I'm not gonna take it. I'm not out there, and all the ways I'm missing out. Gave me gas to wash it down, soak me up and slide me out, push me down the stairs. Wow. Walk me around the park like a dog, pet me and then shut me up, touch me when I'm tethered. Gave me kibble, cut my kibbles off, feed me when I'm good enough. You loved me better the way I was. Oh, I got good advice, and I'm not. So that's that vocal melody and all that jazz. I like that song.
WFJZ says the lyrics are weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they are.
Chris McCoy asks, were any of these songs inspired by any particular game or just the idea of video game music? I think our general spark was from the Baba Is You, right? Or what is it called?
Yeah, Baba Is You
The
is
Baba
kind
Is
of
You.
like this, the starting point.
Yeah.
And then like I think a lot of my favorite music just happens to be video game music. So like that kind of worked its way just through my general sphere of influence, but there wasn't like a specific reference point other than Baba Is You.
Mm-hmm. And Chris McCoy here, who asked the question, has a museum of video games in his classroom. He's a teacher and has a whole like area in his room to, I think, inspire people to look at video games as a form of art, and which it totally is. And
Yeah.
you know, it's not really hard to convince people of that nowadays, but there's still a lot of stigma against just the consumption of video games. There's this idea that if you're playing games a lot, you are, quote, wasting your life. I think that's still a belief that is held by a lot of people. And what I want to know is, like, what is the waste? What is it that everyone needs to be doing so much more than enjoying this like wonderful art that people work really hard to make so that we would enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like the alternative is that you could be like producing something.
If everyone was making stuff all the time for everyone else and never spending any time enjoying what other people made, it'd be kind of like nobody talking to each other, like everybody shouting and nobody like listening. And I mean, I think
it's like being in music school.
It's kind of like that, yeah. Actually, because when you're in music school and you're in a jam, the jam often does revolve around people kind of proving their might and their technique and their craft. But that's, you know, often not the case. But it often is the case. But like with I think like with making stuff, the greatest benefit of making stuff is just to be in the process of making the stuff. I don't think necessarily the world needs everyone to constantly be sharing everything they make, but I think people should be constantly making things, even if it's not like what you do all day. There should be like, should is the wrong word for sure, but I think like for me and for many people, it's a very healthy thing to just spend time creating, but it's not, you know, exactly. Like that, it's not more valuable.
It's
than
also
enjoying.
healthy in the same way to spend time consuming.
Yes,
so to speak.
Exactly. Yeah. So what do you do to like make sure you're taking in, because you're putting out a lot? What are some of the things you prioritize? Do you listen to music a lot, or?
Yeah, I do a lot of driving during the day, so I will listen to music and like comedy during drives and stuff like that. If I could play video games while driving, I absolutely would.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I've found that I don't have a very healthy relationship with video games, so I don't play them, but I don't think it's the video game's fault. Like it's my fault.
It's the Ben's fault.
It's a Ben problem. Yeah. Like I got into StarCraft in like 2011, and I played that game an unhealthy amount. There's definitely a line, and also like the thing about the way I was interpreting that game was it was such a like, it was making me so tired and upset because I can't. I have a low tolerance for trolling and online like hate. Even if it like like if somebody would be like doing some slur against Jews at the beginning of the game and then I lost, I'd be like, I just lost World War II. Like the weight of that was like really intense to me, and it's kind of funky.
Yeah.
Um, let's see what we got. So
Hibizzlebop Doowop says Wizard Worm had a digital ambience that reminded me of the Hyperlight Drifter soundtrack.
oh cool.
Yeah, Hyperlight Drifter, that's one of my favorite game soundtracks. Mr. Disaster Piece, Rich Vreeland, very, very good stuff.
Yeah, I think you turned me on to him actually, or maybe. Well, I've checked his work out. It's cool. I went to school at the same time as him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know him personally, but or maybe I did. I don't think I. Well, it doesn't matter. We don't know each other now.
Certainly don't know him personally
Yeah,
now.
that's for sure. If I can't remember. Yeah, Undertale. I've only seen Video Game Donkey's like playthrough of Undertale thing, which is so funny. But I think he spoiled like the whole game. But it's quite funny. But it looks like a great game.
It has a pretty good soundtrack, yeah.
Yeah. Seth, what synths do you like? That was Seth's question. And I like Massive. Both Nick and I use Massive quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
It's like there haven't been any sounds like I can't get from Massive. It's a pretty diverse synth.
Yeah, Massive it does everything I need
Yeah.
it to do, basically.
That's the thing. Like,
I actually started speaking of Rich Vreeland, or Disaster Piece. He uses Massive, and that's kind of what turned me on to using Massive in general, because you can get such a wide variety of sounds out of it. It's not just for like big dubstep basses and stuff like that.
do you have any examples on this album that we could pull out from that kind of world?
I don't actually. You know what? I don't know if I used Massive on this album.
What were you using for a lot of these kind of dopey sounds?
So for a lot of these sounds, I was using what's it called? Portasynth by Plogue, which is a VST plugin. And it's basically like an emulator of old like FM synths from the 80s, like toy keyboards, like the Yamaha Portasound series. Paul asks, will this album ever be on Spotify? It already is on Spotify.
The artist name is Nick Krueger and Ben Levin. And actually, it's this. There you go. I really like. Oh yeah, perfect. And in the meantime, these sounds. That might be familiar to some of you, but yeah.
I'll let you guess. But yeah, this is a Yamaha Portasound PSS 280 that I got on eBay for like $20. And it's I used it for like almost every track, and yeah.
And the drums, right?
It's very
a lot
fun.
of drums.
A lot of the drums came from this too, yeah.
There you go. I think my role in this album was much more like a macro kind of producer-ish kind of role, like where most of the sounds you're hearing, pretty much all of the sounds, pretty much everything is Nick in terms of the timbres.
All of the timbres, yeah. Except for your voice, obviously.
And it was more like, I was giving like that second, like that outside person. I would come in and then be like, here are the parts where I lose interest. Here are the parts that these are just all the ideas I have. And then I started writing some, the songs where I sang, I wrote the vocal and lyrics. And like the song, I feel like the perfect example of our collaboration was on The Legend of the Cold Car, which we had the video for yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So that opening line used to be basically what it is now there, but then there's this point where there's a bend, and Yeah, in the bass. Ooh.
Yeah, that was just in the bass at
Yeah.
first.
And eventually, as you'll hear in a moment, that becomes a big part of everything in the groove, and so that moment there, that was an example of Nick and I kind of melding really well, because Nick had written all the music you hear there, and my idea was just to make the not just in the bass but in everything. And it's like a little thing like that is a great example of how collaboration can be subtle and effective, just because.
Yeah, it's something I never would have thought to do, but it's like the perfect thing to do.
And you had gotten it so far that like you could
Yeah.
easily have never taken it that extra step. And I feel this all the time when I'm working with other people, is that I'll get it to a point, and then there are these things I didn't know that could be cool. And then this melody, which I think is a first class melody, Nick wrote in the bridge. So this melody right here. Once upon a time, you took me out. I saw your legs. You showed me what you're all about. Cradled in your car and passing out. You touched my neck and wrote my number down. So that melody I just stole right from this bridge. You touch my So Nick had written that melody for the bridge with that synth lead, and I just stole it to write the vocal melody. And I just think, what a nice...
I lent it
You
to
lent
you to
it
write
to
the
me.
vocals.
Yeah, I'm just very impressed with how open you were to my suggestions and ideas, and how like I was just constantly being like, change.
And I was impressed by your suggestions and ideas.
Well, that's a good thing, because I was not holding any of my ideas back, and I was being very like blunt at times, and you just kind of took anything I said and you put your own spin on it and made it feel like it really fit. And then I felt really comfortable to like make vocals over it, because there was one part where I wrote like in retrospect something that just really didn't fit, but it was kind of cool, and Nick told me straight up, and I agree, and it felt like true when I heard the feedback. And then I made another thing, and that ended up being really right.
Yeah.
And that's just like,
Yeah.
that's the handy dandy notebook right there.
Perfect.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about working with another person, is that like when you're composing anything, it's very easy to like get stuck in your own perspective on a piece, where like you're thinking of it as a composer and not as a listener. So like that bass line that he suggested that I do the wow thing on, I was just thinking of that as a bass line, but he heard that and thought like, oh, that's like the defining thing of this section. So it's like, oh, well, if that's the defining thing of the section, then I've got to just emphasize that. Then like it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But I wasn't even thinking of it from that perspective.
Yeah.
So like even if Ben wasn't like offering suggestions or offering like actual contributions to the album, just having a second perspective is really helpful,
Yeah.
I think.
And those are easy to get, in terms of like, just, you can always find someone who will listen to at least one song and tell you what they think. But what's more rare is somebody who truly has your best interests in mind, as well as like a passion for helping you get it right. And like that's what's really special in a collaborator, is not just someone with an opinion, but someone who really wants it to be good.
Yeah, because their name is going to be attached to it too, and they don't want it to suck.
Right. Or just, if they're not like going to be on the album, but you're just asking for feedback, just someone who loves you, basically.
That's especially hard to come by.
Yeah, we all have well, not all, but most people are lucky, to have like one, but then we often think we need way more. But I think it's like if you have one person who really loves you, like it can be a parent or a friend or a partner or whatever, um, then that you're really lucky, and that's the person you want to get some feedback from. But I feel like I think naturally we want like a dozen or more. We're like, why doesn't everyone really love me? But like, it's hard to find people who truly be happy for you and not jealous about things, or the other way around, like be sensitive to your insecurities and all that. But I think that was a good amount of time on track breakdown. What do you think?
I would agree with
All
that.
right, cool. So I'm going to, if I yes, I am going to share my screen with you now, Nick. That's a good idea, by the way. What you just suggested was really, there you go.
So I can see
Yeah.
stuff.
So now we're on right
I
on
need people to
stream,
see
which
stuff.
is the most pressure-filled and logistically difficult part of the a whole night. But
Yes.
we were gonna make this kind of a democratic situation with y'all. Uh, so what we're gonna do is set a timer, and we'll write for 10 minutes. Each of us will write separately with a tempo, key, a tempo and a key in mind, and we're gonna ask y'all for suggestions for the instrumentation and the title. So we're gonna write something. If we can get from people in the chat a title and what instrument should Nick work on and what instrument should I work on, and we'll do 10 minutes.
So let's start with the title.
Okay.
So suggest titles now.
Yeah,
Chat.
please titles. And while those are coming in, I'm gonna do this. Welcome, if you're just joining us, to Let's Album. This
I'm in the corner
my
now.
friend Nick and I made an album that came out yesterday. It's called Birds, and it's video game music that's very personal. All right, so we got some titles because we're about to write music live with y'all. Title suggestions: we got The Last Hurrah with Uncle Bean, Negativity, The Bunny Man, Swimming, Data Mining the Drawers, Cup My Elbow Onion. This whole thing?
Ooh.
Which video game? Swimming. Ah, well, the question...
I like Up My Elbow Onion.
Cup My Elbow Onion. Cool. Yeah, I'm feeling the Bunny Man, too. Could it be the Bunny Man cupped my elbow onion?
How about Cup My Elbow Onion, comma, the Bunny Man, exclamation point.
What if we get rid of the? It's like cup my elbow onion, Bunny Man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now what instrument should Nick write in 10 minutes, and what instrument should I do?
Keep in mind that these are all going to be like MIDI.
Right.
So like if you say guitar, I'm doing MIDI
Yeah.
guitar.
If you say saxophone, I'll do MIDI saxophone. And all instruments are welcome, but they will probably be bad. And also, we're going to start by making a beat, I think. So, yeah. While those are coming in... okay, we got Nick drums.
Two people say Nick
That's a
drums.
majority already. Sarrusophone. Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm going to be on MIDI harp.
Okay, I'll do drums and you can do MIDI
Okay.
harp.
So what key and tempo? What do you think?
Let's ask the chat. What key?
Yeah. First key that comes up, we'll do.
Diatonic keys, please.
Yeah.
A flat.
Okay. A flat at 88 BPM.
88
Thank you.
BPM.
Wow.
All right, there we go.
You guys are fast. All right, I'm going to use headphones
Snappy.
for this bit.
I should probably use headphones
Yeah.
too, also.
All right, so I'll set a timer for 10 minutes, and I'm going to write with harp at 88 BPM in the key of A flat, and Nick will write for drums at 88.
Yes, in the key of A flat
Cool.
at 88 BPM.
All right, here we go. So. First, I gotta get my BPM set to 88. All right, and let's do a good job. How about that? I'm gonna find a MIDI harp sound. Oh my gosh, if we can both do a good job, that's gonna be definitely good music as a result of two good jobs. They'll compound and it'll be good music. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Let's see. We got VSL strings. There's a harp. There's a harp. Yeah. Yeah. No contact. All right. Nice. So that's the best. Cool. So I'm in A flat major. All right. Are you sure? You're gonna be okay with the click, and the clack? All right. Well, that's great. Let's see. So now I'm gonna just try to make the best thing that I've ever made in my life, which is what I try every time I record. I try to get myself pumped up. This is the only chance I have to make the best thing I've ever made, and if this is my chance not to mess it up in front of millions of people right now, I'm guessing. I don't ever look at how many people are watching during the stream, by the way, because I find it leads me to be distracted and valuing things that don't matter. Gotta
Approximately millions.
Yeah,
though,
it's literally millions. It gotta be literally millions. All right,
How many bars should I
as
do?
many as possible. No, I guess like 8. We
Okay.
could do 8.
8 seems like too few.
16?
Let's go for 16.
All right,
Yeah.
nice. So here is the beginning marker, and then I'm gonna go till here. Okay, wish me luck. Here we go. I guess it's in Lydian. Sorry, it's just my default.
That's fine.
Okay. Alright. Interesting. So, I'm just gonna, even though I did something awesome, I think it's a little too awesome. Like, it's gonna be confusing. So, I'm gonna make it a little less awesome for the sake of the greater good. There it is.
I've got something going.
Whew. Smoking. Now, most people probably think that I would never 100% quantize. Like, because everyone's always talking about, man, Ben always plays everything perfectly quantized. That's my reputation. Everyone always says that. Everyone. But I actually have a secret, which is,
Even people who don't know who
Yeah.
you are is like, oh, Ben
we're
quantized
talking
Levin. Yeah.
billions of people. But let's hear it quantized. Here we go. It's cool when you accidentally quantize it to quarter note triplets. Well, the mistake has already been made, so I'm just leaving it. And now we're gonna do. I'm gonna just do a one pass that'll be all quantized to eighths. All right. I'm gonna mute.
How much time do we
Oh
have
shoot!
left?
I forgot to start the timer. All right. Well, let's just assume we have 4 minutes left.
Okay.
Which I don't know if is a lot or a little. I don't know. But all right.
I think I can work
Cool.
with that.
All right, this is really great and amazing, and everyone's gonna love it. All right. That's a nice loop, actually. I'm gonna loop that. Okay. This time, though, I'm gonna quantize it not to triplets. Okay. Okay. It's currently really disorienting what I did. So I'm going to just speed everything up twice to double speed because that usually makes the wide messed up stuff sound good. Sort of. How do I get me to... Oh, okay. Everyone having a good time? Anyone got popcorn? Okay, interesting. Yeah, we're doing okay. So, talking level down, music level low. Okay, it's gonna be 3 loops in the space of 16. I just need to keep adding to this until it's good. It's sort of like when I make really bad spaghetti and I cover it in hot sauce and I'm like, too much hot sauce, and then I have to do nutritional yeast, and then it's like, now it tastes like the larvae that live in my nutritional yeast. All right, here we go. Try.
How much time do we have left?
1 minute 39 seconds.
Okay, I need to hurry.
Me too. All right, I'm gonna type in some 16ths here. I bet your beat is gonna make the day. It's gonna save it.
I'll make your day.
Ooh, I hope so. We all need Nick Krueger to sit on. All right.
Ooh, don't sit on me.
Sit on me. All right. Bam, 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 bam. We have 1 minute left. Bam, 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 bam. I'm just gonna save some time. Okay.
Oh, where's my compressor?
Sounds like a real first world problem there.
Oh yeah, it actually is.
Oh boy. Wow, this is... Okay. I'm gonna do my last minute save. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save the day. Oh god. Oh no. Alright. Strategy. Come on.
Alright, I think I got something good enough.
Okay. Alright.
Time up.
Time's up. Alright. I think I
I will...
saved the day at the last second, actually.
I found my compressor.
Cool. If you're just joining us, Nick and I wrote an album together, and we are now doing a live composition with your help. We're doing 10-minute composition chunks. That was the first 10 minutes. We were doing, Nick was doing drums, I was doing harp because of a request from the chat. And now we're going to reveal to each other what we just did. In fact, not only are we going to reveal it, we're going to stick them together in the same session. So Nick's going to send me an email with what you just did there.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm working on that right now as we speak.
In the meantime, I have no idea like how my thing sounds now because I did a last minute tremolator. But yeah, I definitely...
So you might have saved the day, and you also might have ruined the day.
I just checked though. I definitely saved it. Thank the Lord.
Okay, good.
So a fun, fast tip for all of you if you're ever writing in 10 minutes in front of an audience. Uh, uh, I recommend using the tremolator to fix your rhythm. Basically, it just cuts things in and out at a quantized and appropriate rate.
Hey Ben, what's the maximum size of an attachment on an email? Is it 40 megabytes?
I think it's like less than that. We can do MP3 if if you got that, or you could Dropbox me. Um,
Let me try attaching this
okay,
file.
cool. Um, and while that's happening, and we get the big reveal, I'm gonna take some questions from the chat here. But Dad, I don't want to be quantized. How will I play freeform jazz? Says Hizzle Bop Doop. Now, if I am your dad, thank you. I'm so happy to be your dad. Very surprised, but we live in an age of abundance, so why not throw another kid in? Um, you're the first one. So, yeah, quantizing has a lot of drawbacks. It's something I think it's good to get in the habit of not always doing it, but then again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you never know what kind of cool stuff you're throwing out. Later on down the road, you might figure out a way to like loop something that's not otherwise quantized. You might find a way to loop it in a cool way and make a whole new kind of organic and pud kind of groove, as they say. So yeah, Simon the Magpie, our dear friend, is here, and he says, so
Hey,
sidechain is the secret to 10-minute music production. Basically, yeah. So so sidechain would be another way of describing what I did with the www.putthetremolator-on-this.com. Sidechaining is often when you take like the kick drum or some part of the drums and have it so that every time it hits, it mutes the other stuff or like dips the volume on the other stuff, which means that as long as the drum groove is interesting, it makes everything else that you're hearing. I got the file, by the way. It makes everything else that you're hearing um, with the groove if you're sidechaining it. And in this case, I didn't have a groove to work with, but I just threw the tremolator on, and now I'm downloading the drums that Nick made, and we're gonna have our big reveal in just a moment.
I'm excited to have it be revealed. Can you take
Yes,
off your headphones so
I
I
got
can
my
hear it?
headphones off so that you can hear it through Skype, and you can see my screen because we're doing that. Okay, here we go. So here's Reaper.
This stream is going so much better than the first minute
Yeah,
and a half.
yeah. If you all weren't here at the beginning, we did an interesting experiment with feedback on accident, and it really, I think we should try to sample it. We should go back and download the video of the stream and sample it and prove that we
Yeah,
meant to do it. Um,
yeah, excellent,
so here's what we
absolutely.
got. Here's for the first time ever, Nick's drums with my harp. Let's see.
Did I accidentally do more than 16 bars?
I don't know. I think you were the right number of bar, or no, maybe one extra bar. But that was really nice.
Uh,
I like the fact that you didn't choose to quantize.
I quantized it to quintuplets,
Oh, cool. Very cool. Very cool.
taking it on the low uh, road less traveled is
Yeah,
the word I'm
that
looking
works
for.
great against the tremolator. So the tremolator is quantized to eighths, and Nick's groove is quantized to quintuplets. So the quintuplets against the eighth feels great. That was sick. And also it helps the timbres, because the harp is like, but the drums are like, I'm sure, I'm sure, I'm sure. So then, like letting
Absolutely.
the harp be like floaty The harp is like my puppets.
And then the drums were like my can of
Yeah.
LaCroix.
And we'd like to thank our sponsor for today. Actually, it's Hot Ones Season 10. I've got a sticker for it. Thanks to them, they sent me this sticker so that I'd plug them here. And they're always begging me to plug their channel because their channel is in need of more revenue. But our channel here is doing really well, and that's why Hot Ones Season 10. Please buy it on YouTube.
I would also like to plug Snickers. They could use the help.
Snickers, best known for the peanuts. So
second best known for the caramel.
The Gnomist Gnome got me because I totally just wanted to show my puppets on stream. Gnomist Gnome pointed that out. Thank you for your participation in the truth. So, Cup My Elbow, Bunny Man. Cup My Elbow, Bunny Man is the name of the song we're working on right now. We just did our first 10-minute round. Now it's time for round 2. So what instrument should Nick do this time, and what instrument should I do? We're going to add these layers to that beat we just did and see what happens.
Yeah.
And while those...
I'm going to have to hear that again.
Right, let me send that to you to work with.
Yeah, so I can have it in the DAW while I'm working.
So I'm going to export that to you. Beat, and then a lot of extra letters so we know what we're dealing with.
Simon, to answer your question, we have everything to choose from. Instruments. I'm not doing any real guitars.
Right, everything is fake.
Instruments.
So
I'm not doing
anything goes. Ooh.
Oh, and I'm gonna say not vocals because that is not MIDI. Unless I'm using like a choir sample or something like that.
No vocals for Nick. I could do vocals, but then again, it's not MIDI. Forget it.
Weren't we gonna do vocals as round 5?
Yes, you're right. Ugh, I am a disappointment beyond belief. That's why I give myself many chances. All right.
Give yourself more chances than you need.
Yes. So now I'm emailing Nick the file I just made. All
right, let me take a look through these suggestions.
Yeah, see if there's a good one for you to use.
I'll pick 3, and then I'll ask the chat to vote between the 3.
And thank you everyone for participating in this. It really makes it a lot more fun.
Okay. These are the 3. I will do either trombone, dulcimer, or 80s orchestral synth hits. Those are their 3 options. Trombone, dulcimer, 80s synth hits.
Can I vote?
Now vote, Jen. You can vote. Vote in chat.
Vote trombone.
Well, Ebog voted for 80s 3 times.
Wow.
4 times.
Okay. Well, I'd say don't let me influence it too much.
It's actually looking like trombone is winning at the moment.
I think I might have skewed the results. Well.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Trombone followed by closely second, followed by the 80s synth hits.
Okay. All right.
Oh, did you send me that file?
Yeah, I think it's in your email now. Should be.
Okay, cool.
All right. So. All right. What should I do? What's my instrument? So Nick, your trombone, is that right?
I'm tromboning it up.
Cool. So 10 minutes of trombone for Nick, and what should I do? All right, we got 80 synth hits. Welcome, Griffin Ives. I seem to always catch it when you log on. Nice to see you. We got xylophone, we got puppets, we got ocarina, we got 80s hits, we got guitar bass vocal, we got dulcimer, Irish tin whistle.
Ocarina sounds like it could be interesting. That's an interesting. Ocarina and trombone sounds like a great combination. We should write like some two voice
Yeah, yeah.
counterpoint without hearing
We
each
should get an
other.
oboe and a yeah, like a tuba. Or I don't know, that would actually well, it'd be weird as hell. Okay. Owen Burrows saying smooth saxophone. We got another vote for 80s synth. So yeah, choir, theremin, whistling. All right. I feel like we have the most enthusiasm for ocarina. I don't know if I have ocarina samples though. Are there any in contact?
Uh, not. I mean, maybe.
Okay. Sounds like a guarantee. I could have thought of that. Maybe it was definitely an option I had considered. All right, I'm going.
What if you? What if you? There might be one in Massive.
Oh, true. A massive ocarina.
The stream sponsored by Native
Yeah.
Instruments
Thank you to Native Instruments for sending me a Hot Ones sticker.
and a empty
Yeah,
Snickers
yes,
wrapper.
that. Did I not say that earlier? Okay, we got VSL wins. Oh, Ocarina is not one of them. Let's see.
Gal Omkars, I butchered that pronunciation, asks, "What is ocarina?" Ocarina is a woodwind instrument from the Americas. It is a flute. It is like a Native American thing, I
And it
believe.
looks kind of like oval shaped.
Yeah, it's like an egg with a stick and some holes.
Well, okay, I don't know about contact.
I'm probably wrong about the Native American thing,
Well, it's
but
possible that
feel
you're
free to
right.
correct
In
me with
which
that.
case, I'm glad we mentioned it. But if you're wrong, oh well, give him credit for it, even if we're wrong. All right, so uh, here's all right. Let's see. Ocarina, maybe.
Do you still have that the sound font from Ocarina of Time that I
I
sent you?
think I think I I probably have it, but I have no idea where it is anymore. I think that was a different computer ago.
That's understandable. Should close my
Um,
one.
I don't know how to know. Oh, there's no names. That's why there's nothing called. Oh, okay, this is getting to be a huge issue in my life. Let's see. I'll check my computer. Oh yeah, Ocarina of Time samples. I got those. Awesome. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Straight out, straight out of there. Okay, check this out. So I'm gonna. No. 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 Looking for an ocarina here. There you go. No. No. We're getting there. This is like the whole Ocarina of Time sound font. It's taking a while to find the ocarina. What else is going on up there?
Ben, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, good. I just unplugged.
Ah. Uh-huh.
You can just press down on your keyboard instead of.
Nice. No, that's right. I feel like I'm going at this the wrong way. I think it's that. I think I'm just gonna take that. That's got so much charm. It's got such boatloads of charm. I mean, listen to this thing. That's all I need. Yeah. So, thank you for the suggestion of Ocarina, which led us to the Ocarina of Time sound font, which led us to the what I ended up using. So I'm gonna put 10 minutes on the timer, and we're gonna see what we can do to. Oh yeah. We'll see what we can do. Dee. I'm gonna see if there are any splice ocarinas I could throw in. Cool. Alright, we're ready. So, here we go. 10 minutes on the clock. Right. That's pretty loud, huh? Well, not for Nick. Nick can't hear anything. That seems like the right move. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, just tasteful. Yeah, whatever you think makes the thing better. And I'm gonna make an on-purpose triplet this time. It's pretty easy, actually. The harp was hard, but I feel like that was a lot because of the of me. It was my fault. Now I'm having a real hard time clicking at the moment. All right, cool. Yeah, I wish they would fix it. All right. This should hold until the snare. You can do anything you want with it. Yeah. I appreciate that. Okay, getting a little melody going with this. The thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading the chat at the same time. We got asked if we're reading the chat, so I'm like, yeah, I'm reading because I knew you were asking. Haha. Okay, that's nice. I think I did a thing. Uh, 6 minutes and 13 seconds. Yeah, I feel like we can end it early if we're feeling good. Uh, cool. I'm gonna double what I did with a thing. Just because it's inspiration. Okay, let's learn that she is. All right. So this is gonna be probably annoying to you, Nick, because you'll be hearing me singing now. Yeah, here we go. It's gonna get worse in a second. Here we go. Cool. I'm gonna start here. Nice. Now, I just turn this into a robot. No more singing. This is what making music looks like sometimes. It's just like not that different than what it looks like when somebody is just doing their taxes. Except with pictures. Yeah, the occasional. I feel sometimes like I get lost in making music on the computer, like in a good way, and then other times I feel like in a bad way. I feel like a nice balance of actually playing some instruments is good, but not in like, I'm not saying that like in a, if you don't play instruments you're not as musical or something, way, because I totally think the DAW is an instrument and all that, but it's more like for my brain. Cool. I'm all for the dumb. All right, let's break it. Let's break it. That's right. And there's nothing better than there's nothing better than fixing. Yeah, I got a really good suggestion just now from MJD Broyne to double track that I'm gonna do that with my 2 minutes left. First I gotta get a little robot going. See if that's good. I don't know. No, it's bad. Alright. No robot, just double tracking. Ooh, ah, 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 and one more at least. Wow. Okay, gotta do some panning. Alright, now these weird ones. We have 1 minute 14 seconds. well, I say curse you, and I hope the rest of your week sucks. Alright, 12 seconds left, and I'm gonna send this on over to you. Cool. Right on time. Alright, well, everybody knows what my thing sounds like, but no one knows what Nick's thing sounds like, and that's the ultimate challenge. The ultimate. Yeah, and apparently Nick's is terrible. Ultimately, we are all challenged by Nick. So I'll send you this now.
Yeah, I'm exporting mine as we speak.
Cool.
10 minutes is not a lot of time.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love the challenge. And
What are we, Andrew Huang?
right. Andrew sure is prolific. All right. Let's see. We got to do a little hootie and a doody. Have you ever been to Nam, Nick?
I have not.
Me neither. I am going this
Nice.
year.
Oh, cool.
I think I just sent the wrong beat.
Of course.
Let's see. There we go. Choose that one.
Andre's cat is watching this stream. That's cool.
Wow. Now that's cool. If I could have a sentient, if I could know what the cat's thinking, I'd pay $25 at least to know that. And by the way, I feel like
Andre, what's
a
your cat
jerk
thinking?
because earlier we got a super chat. I didn't even say anything, and it's so generous and nice to do. And I was just like so preoccupied with the sound things or something. But
man, we're just getting so caught up in our heads.
This is ridiculous. It's a terrible life. All right. Well, thank you to anyone who supports us, everyone who's here. Thank you for this wonderful night. We're so lucky we live in a time when we can all be in this room together. And Nick, I think I made you very small. I don't know where you went.
There I am.
All right. What happened?
OBS, my favorite
Dude,
streaming software.
All right.
It's actually good. That sounded sarcastic,
it's totally
but I'm
my
just being
favorite.
genuine.
I don't know any other, but it totally works. All right, so I sent you. You sent me.
I sent you.
You sent
And you sent me.
All right. I'm surprised that Barney isn't a big deal right now. Well,
Why?
I don't know. It's just like really funny and good. Maybe not good, but
All right.
you know, a lot of other dumb stuff I liked when I was little is cool again.
That's fair.
All right, so this has been okay. Gotcha. All right, so here it's time for this big moment where we go and we bring Nick's new edition in with mine, and I take my headphones out so he can sort of hear it.
I'll
and
more clearly hear it when I drop it in my jaw.
yeah. So, am I lining this up here like this? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Or maybe not, because with the beat, you were starting at 0. That's why there's.
It starts a little late.
It does. Okay, cool. All right.
Wait, does the trombone just solo the track really quick? Or like zoom in on the riff? All right, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Wow, that trombone is
Dumb.
it's full of an affectionate lack of awareness. I like that.
This song is shaping up.
Yeah, it's got a lot of cool life to it. Okay, great. So maybe this all this mess. No, I think it's good the way things enter. There should be space for that trombone when it gets more melodic. I like where things are at the moment. So the next round, now we're getting we're getting like poetic and stuff, right?
Are we?
I don't
Are we?
remember. What's the plan? Oh, I'm gone.
I'm big. I'm big.
Let's see.
I'm big on
I'm a
big
big
screen. I'm
boy
a computer.
now. Okay, I get it.
Stop with all the
I see what's
Stop with
happening.
all the downloading.
So that's fine. You just need to go
Very large. I'm still very large, Ben.
there. Whoa, you're huge. Yeah, like what? It was your whole body before.
And
Now it's just your head.
And now it's
So cool. So now what are we doing? I forgot. Aren't we getting lyrics and vocal ideas?
I think that's what we're Yeah, I think that's what
Okay.
we were gonna do.
So
Which means I don't actually have to have my DAW open
Right.
anymore because you're doing that, right?
right.
Cool. Because
That's
yeah.
my greatest joy is to deliver you lyrics live. All right. Well, the thing's back to normal. All right. So, if you're just joining us, this is my friend Nick. We made an album. It came out yesterday. It's called Birds. It's video gamey and very personal music. Nick and I have known each other for a while, and what we've been doing for the last little bit is taking 10 minutes to write, and you guys have been telling us in the chat what instruments to use, and we've been taking 10 minutes to write with those instruments, and we ended up with this pretty cool thing. Now we're at the point where it's time to get some lyrics going for this. I think I'm going to rap over this, actually. I feel like it's got enough melody with the trombone.
That's appropriate.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna write a rap, and I think it'd be great if I could just read the chat and make that the rap. So if y'all can give me things to say that won't like make me regret this, that would be good. But it can be really silly or really serious or anything you're thinking. They don't have to make sense, and I'll give it a go. So if you don't mind offering us some sentences or phrases or just one word or even an emoji, whatever you're feeling. And
I can't wait to watch Ben rap from afar, from the top of the screen.
And now the side.
Now the side of the screen. Now the side of the screen. I'm looking the wrong
This
direction,
is
aren't I?
interesting.
There's
All right. Well, yeah. So, Paul, I hope your lyrics are "I feel
Also,
so
somebody
unfulfilled,"
asked
and not
me-
that you're feeling unfulfilled. Okay, so
Somebody asked me what I used for the trombone. I was using Logic Pro 10 has built-in horns, including saxophone, trombone, trumpet, etc. And that's what I used. That's actually I used the saxophone on the
nice.
album as
had
well.
a nice vibrato. Okay.
They sound good until you try to make them sound great, and then they just
Got it.
sound bad.
Well,
But they're perfect for what we did
That's right.
on
That's
the
right.
album.
So it's time for me to go. I see the lyrics coming. I gotta hit this while it's there. All right, I'm gonna start the rapping. I'll do my best, and we'll take chunks that work, and we'll use those. All right. Here we go. All right, bring the Barney memes. Here we go. Great trombone. Okay, I feel so unfulfilled. So I'll start with Paul's line, I feel so unfulfilled. And if they keep coming in, I'll keep going. Here we go. Okay. I feel so unfulfilled. Walking home in the dark, the air smells good. It's refreshing from the dusty day. Why? We were younger then. We were younger then. That's when we were younger then. Colonel Bernie Sanders, LMAO. Flour, I wish I had some cheese to go, but the store's too far away. It's both a beautiful starship bringing us to Mars. Twerky twin twerk, make your day, love you, Paul. Seems like a fun exercise. I swear, our holy, the water rushes in. Now I live and I will die. How does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan. Thanks, Edward. Mr. Oh, God. All right, we're going to try again. It's going well. Mr. Potato, here we go. 2, 3. I feel so unfulfilled. Walking home in the dark, the air smells good. It's refreshing from the dusty day. When we were young, younger than today. That's when we were young, younger yesterday. Colonel Bernie Sanders, LMAO. A little flour, wish I had some cheese to go, but the store's too far away. It's both. Beautiful starship bringing us so close. Twerky wind, twerk, twerk, I got you most. I'll make your day, I love you, Paul. This seems like a fun exercise to play, but oh, for all the shoes I wear are holy. The water rushes in, how does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan, thanks, Edward. Oh, Mr. Potato, coming in like Hot Pockets looking tomato. Mommy, what's the record? Missing my wife, water, Nick has a reverse echo. Stuff was good until it wasn't. Lonely trombone, looking for an ocarina to bone, a sad saxophone. It's fine, love you, Ben. Hi from Spain, come on in, go away. Jumping up and down is an exercise in self-indulgence. We got that done. All right, so we got it.
Wow, that was really like surprisingly well written at the end.
Good job, chat.
Good job, chat.
So let's just listen to that and pick out our favorite parts and see what that's like. 2, 3. I feel so unfulfilled. Walking home in the dark, the air smells good. It's refreshing from the dusty day. When we were young, younger than today. And that's when we were young, younger yesterday. Colonel Bernie Sanders, LMAO. A little flour, wish I had some cheese to go, but the store's too far away. It's both. Beautiful starship bringing us so close. Twerky wind, twerk, twerk, I got you most. I'll make your day, I love you, Paul. This seems like a fun exercise to play, but oh, for all the shoes I wear are holy. The water rushes in, how does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan, thanks, Edward. Oh, Mr. Potato, coming in like Hot Pockets looking tomato. Mommy, what's the record? Missing my wife, water, Nick has a reverse echo. Stuff was good until it wasn't. Lonely trombone, looking for an ocarina to bone, a sad saxophone. It's fine, love you, Ben. Hi from Spain, come on in, go away. Jumping up and down is an exercise in self-indulgence. We got that done. All right, we got that done. That's how you know. That's how you know you're a good rapper, when you're like, we got that done. Cool. All right, let's see. A little flour, wish I had some cheese to go, but the store.
Can we put this on Bandcamp and charge like $9,000 for it?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea to make sure no one actually hears it. Doors too far away, it's both. Beautiful starship bringing us so close. Twerky wind, twerk, twerk, I got you most. I'll make Bernie Sanders, LMAO. A little flour, wish I had some cheese to go, but the store's too far away, it's both. Beautiful starship bringing us so close. Twerky wind, twerk, twerk, both. Beautiful starship bringing us so close. Twerky wind, twerk, twerk, I got you most. I'll make your day, I love you, Paul. This seems like a fun exercise to play, but oh, for all the shoes I wear are holy. The water rushes in, how does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan to play. That's the line I like. Oh, for all the to play, but oh, for all the shoes I wear are holy.
I can't hear what's going on. Can you take out your head? I was just kind of approximating
exercise to play, but
waveforms.
All the shoes I wear are holy. This is like, all right. All the shoes I wear are holy. This is where, like, there's definitely a line here that's, like, legit. Alright, so. The shoes I wear are holy, the water rushes in. How does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan. Thanks, Edward. Oh, Mr. Potato. So, heat up and thanks, Edward. Oh, Mr. Feel to be me. Heat up the saucepan. That's it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Saucepan. Thanks. I'm just gonna work with that much.
Well, wait. What if you? Well, wait. What if you? What if we like spliced it together so it fit like a little bit more of a narrative?
Let's try it. So I mean.
So like keep that line. I think there was some good bits at the end too.
All right. So yeah, I just want to make sure I don't mess this up. So all right, no one's seeing the screen. Now you see the screen. So here, okay. So I'm gonna say that comes in on beat 4. Okay. So this is beat 4. All the shoes I wear are holy, the water rushes in. How does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan. Alright, let's see what else is in there. Thanks, Edward. Oh, Mr. Potato. Mr. Potato coming in like hot pockets looking tomato. Oh, mommy, what's the record? Missing my wife. Water Nick has a reverse echo. Stuff was good until it wasn't. Lonely trombone. Looking for an ocarina to bonus. There you go. Only trombone. Only trombone. Only trombone, looking for an ocarina to bone, a sad saxophone, it's fine, love you Ben, hi from Spain, come on in, go away, jumping up and down is an exercise in self-indulgence, we got that done. Alright. We got that done, has to be the hook. We got that done, we got that done, alright. Okay, got that done, get him, we got that done, get him. Have you seen that movie, Hustle and Flow? What's the line? It's whoop that trick, get him, whoop that trick. And this kind of reminds me of it, except like way less cool. So all the shoes I wear are holy, the water rushes in. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I didn't copy it. We got that done. We got that done. Alright, here we got that done. Alright. Alright. Okay, this is awesome. Alright, we got that done. We got that. Okay. Pan got that done. Alright. We got that done. Alright. Yeah, baby. Got that done. Alright. We got that done. Alright. Alright, let's see. All the shoes I wear are holy, the water rushes in. How does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan. Got that done, alright. We got that done, alright. Okay, and then the next.
We got that. We got that.
All the shoes. Yeah, let's try that. So. We got that. Alright, I just. Yeah. We got. Okay. So it's like we got that. What was it again?
It was I don't even remember. We got that. We got that.
Right. Got that done. Alright. Hell yeah, I can do that. I got that. That's in my ears now. We got that done. All right. Just need to get on the 8th note grid, and I'll zoom in nice and good for the visuals. So we got that. We got that, and then so we got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. Done, alright. We got that done, alright. We got that. We got that. We got that done, alright. This is definitely not the best rap I've ever done, but it's definitely the best lyrics.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. Alright. All the shoes I wear are holy, the water rushes in. How does it feel to be me? Heat up the saucepan. We got that done, alright. We got that done. All right. We got that. We got that. We got that done. All right. All right. I think we need to move on. We got
Well,
that
we
done.
got that done.
All right.
Question. Was that just Skype messing up the time, or were you rapping like
I think
really
it was probably
offbeat?
me messing up. Definitely not. I don't know. It was.
Because Skype has a tendency to like stretch
Yeah.
out time
I don't know.
in a weird way.
It's hard to know. It was definitely not perfect. But now we got a race.
That'll
we got
be
a
on
race to worry
Bandcamp
about. We got a
tonight.
race to make a bird.
Oh yeah, it's time
Why
to
are you
race.
here again?
I'm so big again. Twice.
I don't know what to do. Hey, it's okay. All right. Well, that's just the way it is. So now we have to race to make a bird.
So many technical
Yeah,
difficulties
well,
happening tonight.
It's live TV, guys. This is the Grammys and the Oscars live. So now, Nick and I, we're very concerned that we need to see who is the fastest and best at making a 3D bird.
Yes.
So we're going to have a little contest. We're going to see who can make the best 3D bird in 10 minutes.
Was it 10 minutes?
I don't know, but we only have 30 more minutes, so...
Okay.
I don't know. What's the next thing after this? Oh, I think I know what it is. I'm just thinking how much time we have. Let's see. I got it here. Okay, yeah. We can...
Yeah.
I think we can do 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15, yeah.
All right. 15 minutes to make... Who can make the best bird in 15 minutes? Yeah, we'll be doing Blender. And let's just see how this goes. So ready, set, go.
All right, let's go.
All right. All right. So the key to making a good bird, and I hope you don't mind if I'm a chatty Cathy during this, Nick. I just... it's going to be distracting and annoying, and that's part of my strategy. So the key to making a good bird is first you have to know like exactly what a bird looks like, the proportions and all that. And luckily for me, that's all just in my head from years and years of birding, my new and old hobby that I'm very excited to do a whole month of YouTube videos about birding. Yeah, everybody's been asking for it. And I'd like to ask the chat as I'm making this bird and planning to make a whole month of birding. What is the content that you are the most interested in that I have made? What is it that got you here? How did you end up here? I'm doing some research for my birding series.
And for advertising later on too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're looking, if you all want to sponsor this channel, just type birding to 1-800, tell me what you like about this channel in the chat, because I could really use the knowing it.
Everybody could use some knowing.
Yeah. We all need some knowing to using. Well, my bird is upside down right now.
I think my bird might also be upside
down. We got some good answers. The approach to songwriting and process videos. Some people are only here for the birds, which you're in luck today.
Yeah, it's the birds exclusive stream today.
Yeah, and actually, though, all the content for the next 6 months, I've decided, is going to be birding. But Doug Clark went through fake Dr. Levin training with Doug's kids. That's awesome. I'm thinking, I'll tell you all in the chat, what I've been thinking about actually doing is going to more like, kind of like, going back for a bit, just for a little bit, to like straight up kind of like instruments specific teaching, like some guitar stuff or some like I don't know practice ideas or just like more like how you do shit and music theory. But I know a number of you are here for the production and the process stuff, and I feel like that's what I've been doing the most for a little while, and I love that, so I don't mind continuing to do that, but I'm also like interested in seeing what I could do as an education guy. Now that I haven't done that straight up in a while, it's been more like edutainment for a while. Um, my bird just got
There's anything
10
wrong with
times cooler.
edutainment.
What's that?
There's nothing wrong with edutainment.
Yeah, it's useful and fun and educational, but I don't know. I've just been like interested in what that would be like. So we got 11 minutes left, so that's good.
That's a good amount of time.
It's feeling good. Paul's interested in that. Yeah. So Freedable Music said that my content reminds them of Off the Air, which is one of my favorite things. Off the Air is this show on Adult Swim that's just a montage or like a collage, I should say, of visual art and music, and it's just put together in a flow based around a theme each week. Like this week it was about trash.
Ooh,
And
trash.
yeah, and it's like where I get most of my visual ideas is from watching that show. So it is no coincidence that it reminds you of it. Absolutely love what they're doing with that because it turns me on to so many new artists that I would never ever have heard of because I'm so out of that world. I'm a music person mostly.
The Art Assignment is another good channel for that if you've heard of that.
Oh, what's that?
The Art Assignment is a good channel.
Cool, I don't know that.
Yeah, it's basically just like video essays about the art world, and it's very much from the perspective of somebody in the art world, and that is not me.
Cool.
I think she's like a museum curator or something.
That sounds good. We all need a museum.
And curation.
Yeah.
How much time is left?
We have 8 minutes and 15 seconds, pretty much.
You're going down.
You're going down. You're going to lose.
I'm going to win.
No, I'm going to win, and you are not going to win.
I disagree with you.
Okay, but that's a mistake. Because I'm going to win, and you're going to lose.
We will see. The chat will decide.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's a vote from the chat that decides.
All right, chat. What are you thinking? Thick tail or thin tail? Just based on the description. Thick tail, thin tail.
It's an important decision. We need the chat for that one.
Chat, come on.
Please, tell them the tail thing.
Doing thick tail then.
They want a thick tail?
Yeah, I think they want a thick tail.
Alright. You gotta deliver now. That's the thing, is like everyone's waiting for their chance to know. But once you know, then you have to deliver.
They don't even see mine yet, so they don't even know if he will look good with a thick tail.
Yeah. I think they're just in the mood.
Yeah. To be fair, who isn't?
No one wants their tail thin.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay.
Well, this is gonna just be a thick bird in general.
Yeah, me too. My bird has a bit of I don't know, a charm, a grace that is rare these days.
Yeah.
I have a question for the chat. What's your least favorite thing you've seen me do? That's an interesting one. It's also useful information. Cool. My hair's going great. I mean, my bird's going great. uh, Excellent. Thank you, Seth, for your honest feedback. I appreciate it. Aw.
How much time is left?
5 minutes and a half. So this is going well. I'm feeling confident about my win.
I'm starting to feel less confident. That being said, I can now manage my time better.
There you go.
You having a good time over there?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Paul said Ben trying to arm wrestle was sad. That really was. That was a disaster. But the thing is, like, Courtney's
That
really
video
strong.
was actually my favorite, but that moment in which you lost the arm wrestling battle was my least favorite.
Yeah, that is definitely. I think that's got to be the best video. Maybe not the best video I've made in terms of like usefulness, but in terms of just overall, like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's big boy quality. I forgot.
Value is a very important thing.
Yeah. Here we go. Strength all the way. Size all the way. Cool. I lost like a minute just on this one thing. Now I fixed. Now I know. Okay. There we go. That's the way I want my bird. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I can see what happens. Oh, right, he's upside down. I was wondering why the hair was going up. Right, I can fix that though. I learned how to do this.
Right side up, because I fixed that early on. On a head.
How about positive 10? There we go. There we go. A bird's coming back. Okay. We got 3 minutes left.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Well, how can I make this bird better? I think this is the move here. Okay. Alright. Cool. So, what do y'all think of this bird?
On a scale from 1 to bird.
Yeah, please. Um,
Are you finished?
I'm doing some things, but they're not like the most important things.
Fair, fair.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, Nick, I'm pretty sure you have a good chance at winning.
That's a very different attitude than the one that you previously had.
Well, I don't know what I can do with this in a minute to save it. I don't think I can even open Photoshop within a minute. Okay.
Time?
19 seconds.
Ah, jeez. Well, you at least won the race, basically.
Well, yeah. There. I think I just cursed it. All right. Okay. So, I'm going to look at the chat now. All right. So, let's see. We got it'd be a good idea. Chris McCoy said that during the last 10 seconds I loaded a pre-purchased model of a swan. That would have been a good strategy.
I would have been angry at you.
Oof, I would have been angry at you.
Should I just render this image?
Should I just render this
Yes,
image
that'd
really
be
quick and send it to you?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what's the
My
best
bird
camera?
scared some
what's the best
people.
camera angle to capture this?
Yeah, Owen Burroughs, I did put gravity on the hair, and this is what happened. Yeah. Well, Seth, I'm glad you're inspired to use Blender. You definitely should. It's free. It's really, really good. It's hard to learn.
I've been using it for like 2 days, and by the looks of my bird,
Yeah.
it's easy to learn.
I mean, the fact that we can make any birds on these is amazing. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
Welcome to Birdtown, USA.
Welcome to Birdtown,
So
USA.
let's see. Did you email that to me?
Or whatever you're.
I'm working
I'm working on that part
All
of
right.
of the emailing
That was fun.
portion.
Now we get to find out who wins. In the meantime,
Don't let me
Chat, don't
here's
don't
a
let me
cut
down,
from
chat.
Nick and my new album, Birds. All right. Emailed?
I'm just
cool.
finished the
Your
render.
rendering took a intimidating amount of time. Makes me think you did something cool.
No, I just
No, I just have a slow
Aha.
computer.
Well, I still haven't cheated, even though I was tempted to.
That's good.
All right.
All right. I need to save this as bird.blend.
I'm big. Why am I big?
I'm big. Why am
Yeah,
I
it's a bit
big, Ben?
confusing.
It's a big amount of confusion.
It's a big amount of
Yeah.
confusion.
I mean, it's. Whatever. It's good. So,
All right, emailing it to you right now.
All right, emailing it to
cool.
you
I'm
right
gonna
now as
open
we
my
speak.
email. Everyone can see. No, it's probably best not to do.
That's a
it.
bad idea.
Um.
Oh wait, where'd my render go?
Oh wait, where'd my render go?
Here it
Oh,
is.
did you save it as?
Oh,
Save
here it is.
as?
I saved it as untitled.
I saved it as untitled.png, which is the worst thing to
Very good.
do.
Very good to do bad. Okay. This is a very chill part of the show.
Uh, Should we give it another like
Should we run like
Should we run like 5,
Sure.
10 minutes late?
I mean, we got to do the other segments.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, so
All right.
All right.
we're getting to the climax.
I think I'm
of the
good to
bird
go.
Contest, the big reveal.
All right. I just sent the.
All right. I just sent the
All right,
email,
It's sending as we speak.
and it is sending as we
Cool,
speak.
and
I think.
I'm like excitedly awaiting the email that contains
Actually, I
the
still haven't even looked
bird.
at
I actually still haven't even looked at my screen
Well,
to see your bird yet.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Good.
So. I got it.
Still not
All
here.
right.
There it is.
Alert! We got a new bird. Okay, so I'm gonna save this bird.
A new challenger approaches.
I'm gonna open this bird. I'm gonna close my email.
Good idea.
This is
Good
what's
idea.
happening.
Very good idea.
And we're gonna compare birds. All right. So, bird number 1
Ooh.
for your consideration
Ooh.
is
Oh yeah, this should be. Well, I guess it can't be an unbiased because I saw you make it.
my scary bird. There. All right. It's bad lighting. There's not much to like about it except this part, I'd say.
I like its glowy eyes.
Yeah. This is what it looked like on Blender.
Ooh, I like that more.
Yeah.
That's not what you submitted.
Nope, it's not. This is what we're dealing with. Okay. Mine's got all kinds of great techniques. And now, my big competitor, my fearful opponent, Nick Krueger's bird.
Overall, just a thick bird.
Yeah. So please vote one for my bird and 2 for Nick's bird, and we'll see who gets the most. We'll count it up. And we'll see who the winner of the bird thing is.
Type 1 in the chat if you vote for Ben. Type 2 in the chat if you vote for Nick.
That's right. I am agreeing with the chat
I'm seeing more 2s than 1s, Ben.
by a lot. And I think that's fair.
Do you think the element of surprise had anything to do with that?
Yeah. But at the same time, I think your bird is better, like, in some ways. I mean, I don't know. It's just like...
I gave the chat what they wanted. I asked what kind of tail.
That's true. Well, that was a good strategy. I'm going to make my bird a little more like your bird.
Okay.
Just...
Somebody asked what modifier I used for the curliness. Do you mean in the background or in the bird itself?
I think in the bird itself.
I used the sculpt tool, and there's a sculpt tool called twist or something like that. Yeah, Seth asks in the bird. Yeah. Yeah, it was a tool in sculpt. It's one of the just like basics on the toolbar.
All right. My bird's going to get more like your bird, nice and glossy.
So what do I win?
What does Nick win? No one knows. Or I don't know. I didn't even check. I just said no one knows. All right. Well, anyway, I think we've spent enough time on.
Have you seen that video where the guy like puts a block of mercury onto a piece of aluminum, and then the aluminum forms an alloy and like grows a bunch of hair?
No, I have not.
Well, that's what your bird looks like.
Oh, very good. I'm just gonna get.
Anybody in chat seen that video?
There. That's the award-winning bird. If I had just done that and then made the background white. But
Did you pick that back?
yeah, I did that in Photoshop. All right. Well, anyway, that's the end of that segment.
Chris McCoy wants you to 3D print a bunch of my birds and sell them at your shows.
A bunch of my birds or your birds?
My birds.
Okay. I'm going to put this on Instagram. All right, everybody. You were here at the origin of this Instagram post, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now, on to the next segment. We've got...
Award-winning bird.
My award-winning
Yeah.
bird.
Emoji hieroglyphics. I think we have to make this section really fast, but if you guys can put an emoji or 2 or 3 in the chat, we're going to tell a story based on the emojis as they come down, like emoji hieroglyphics, except instead of from left to right, it's from top to bottom, but maybe that was a thing. I don't know. Emoji hieroglyphics.
I don't speak hieroglyphic.
I don't speak hieroglyphic.
Which is
I speak emoji,
What a
which is left to
blessing.
right.
All right. Cool.
Jay
Jay asks, why are we doing this?
Thank you, Jay, for a great question. Welcome. We made an album yesterday. This is my friend Nick and I. We're having this nice album release party so we can spend some time together and with everybody here who has supported my music and my channel. And I hope to introduce you to Nick if you don't know him already. And then we're just going to have a good time. And we've been doing a number of things, and the most recent thing was a bird contest. And now we're going to take all these emojis and make a story out of it. So on Halloween, I looked to the stars, and I saw the eggplant nebula. What's the next line?
Watermelon.
Okay.
I
raised my hands to the sky. I drove my motorcycle to eat some watermelon before I died. And I bought it, and then I died.
And after I died, I slipped on a banana peel, and I ended up in purgatory next to this turkey and a knife and a sign that said, "When the light turns green, you must kill the turkey or go bananas." And I decided to go bananas because I was scared of the turkey. What if it bit me? And I put on my nice big high heels on my big blue feet, and I had crabs. I was scratching my loins till I got red in the face and my teeth got big, and I realized my buddy Bobby the Robot was there for some pig chat.
I then got cancer.
And
That's where I.
Oh, okay.
That's where I started last time. I raised my hands to the sky. Watermelon motorcycle death purchase. And then I fell into a volcano.
And then,
However, I really enjoyed the baguette. Really
this
enjoyed
is
it.
really good. We should be writing. Well, I'll transcribe this after. All right. Look at those new shoes, I thought to myself after overcoming cancer in purgatory. And then a siren was blowing in my ear, and I was like, yes, please, I'll take one.
I think that's a selfie. Arm.
I'll take a selfie of that. Anyway, I think I'll tell the rest of the story really fast so we can get to our final segment. Thank you for participating in this experiment. All right. Jay Ju is on board now. Thank you, Jay. All right, so starting with Gal Moncars, here we go. It's a really fast story, starting from scratch. All right. Okay. I'm cooking bombs over here, I thought to myself as I opened my new restaurant that served mostly birds. I'm gonna take the metro link in the sky over to Brooklyn, where all the Jews live, and a very diverse group of women that I know, and we're gonna look into a microscope in order to figure out what the best food for birds is. Turns out it's peanuts. They love peanuts. They give the gold ribbon to peanuts. Who are they? Well, the birds. So I walked my mouth over to the horse and I drove it right on time to the Christmas store on the other side of Brooklyn. And I went out and I bought as many peanuts as I could, and I felt good about it. And then I got a kiss from the birds as they swarmed to me while I put my hand in the air, and they're like, okay, you're a fiery guy, 100 out of 100. I'm gonna eat that peanut right out of your hand. And I was laughing and crying and feeling lucky and driving, and my restaurant became very successful, and I realized I can serve
A veritable cornucopia
Yeah,
of
I
fruits
can
and
serve
vegetables.
the birds many things now because they trust me. So they tried apples and pineapples and bananas and the lemon and the other thing and a tomato and the new eggplants and a potato and a carrot and a corn and a pepper and then that and that and that. And then I got a compliment at the end. Your latest piece for Dave Bruce's project was simply sick. Thank you. 10 out of 10. Here we go. Feeling good.
10 out
Very
of 10.
positive. Very good day.
That was a good story.
Yeah.
That was a good story.
You gotta do your market research before you start that restaurant. And this brings us to the finale of our show. Nick, thank you so much for being here and for making this project and working so hard.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
We were really scraping the bottom.
We were really scraping the bottom of the barrel when we were coming up with these segment ideas,
And now,
as evidenced by this
I'd say
next
the barrel
segment.
is clean because we are at desktop feng shui. So the idea here is, with your help, we're going to make my desktop a little bit better to look at. Here's what it looks like right now, and I'll have to close a few things.
This is going great. Did you not save that?
I just didn't save it.
Well, great. I wanted to keep that song. That was a good song.
Well, I did save it at some point. I didn't, save
Oh,
the latest thing.
okay.
Maybe it's missing the rap, but it's got other things. Thank you very much for the super chat there, Andre. I really appreciate it. We got a little emoji. What does the emoji say?
100
Bravo.
Good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Much appreciated. We're going to do this desktop feng shui with you in mind now. So here's my desktop. I figure we could arrange this a little better. Does anyone have any advice? And I'll start with Nick. Do you have any advice?
Well, the key to feng shui, red, I think anything red is supposed to be to the east.
Okay.
That's
All right.
like the first thing that I know about feng shui.
Okay, well, this is kind of red. There. And maybe I should, clear out some of the stuff.
Yeah, clutter. Marie Kondo. Does Marie Kondo do feng shui?
I don't know. I don't even know anything, really, about anything. Alright, so I'm going to put all these in a new folder.
Don't put your hard drive into a new folder.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to put everything else in a new folder. I'm going to put a folder, it's called Clean Desktop.
Feng shui.png.
It's going in. Okay. Now the red thing is right there.
Yeah, keep that in the east.
Okay.
Oh, you're moving it.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Alright, I have to make a new red thing.
Ugh.
Okay. Duplicate all files. Okay, I'm gonna make a background image. That's a good idea.
Chad is giving suggestions.
Yeah. I'm gonna change the desktop background image to.
To my award-winning bird.
Yeah. How do I do that?
You press the plus, and then you open up a folder that the bird is containing.
Cool.
That is the bird isn't contained in.
That is good.
Probably that one.
Yeah. I got my date modified here. That's the one. Cool. New desktop. Background. Alright, we're on a good start. We gotta get something red. Ooh, I've got something red. Good thing I don't, like, do anything really incriminating, because...
You have a picture of me in there.
Uh-oh. So this is definitely red. Maybe it needs to be opened.
To the east, yeah.
Alright.
And it's a piece of furniture, which is like how that works.
Perfect. Okay.
That's like actual feng shui in your feng shui.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, Alex, I helped you walk out of Ralph's Diner in Worcester when you blacked out at our show. I'm so glad I could have been of service. Hope you're feeling more lucid in this moment than in that one. There's not much else to do at Ralph's Diner besides try to fix it with drugs. So I feel for you. Let's see. Download the standard Windows 10 background image.
Don't make it your background, just download it. Just like
Okay.
have it ready.
Right. Is that what this is?
I think that's, yeah. It's one of those.
Okay. So I'm going to put that in the background.
Blue goes to the west, maybe?
Okay.
I
And
just
where
put that one.
and where does Nick go? How about
Question.
there? Well, I think this is feeling a lot better already. Thank you everyone for being part of this. It's a real joy to do live streams. I think it's my favorite thing on YouTube that I've done is doing these live streams. And I'm so glad. Come again?
I would agree. It's the favorite.
I would agree.
thing
It's the
that-
favorite thing that I've done on YouTube.
Yeah, it's so nice like that. I mean, y'all are really good to each other and like awesome. I feel like I'm getting to know y'all a bit more, and I love your jokes and your questions and the kindness you show to each other, and just nice to be able to have
And the
people
fact
to
that you
play
put up
for and stuff.
what we just did.
What'd you say there? I talked over you.
The fact that they just,
Oh, the fact that they just like they put up with
Yeah.
the technical difficulties
Yeah.
at the beginning and all that,
Yeah.
feng shui at the end.
and the
Oh,
feng
I can't
shui at the
believe
end.
You were so willing to let us do this, and we're glad. I have nothing more to say except thanks, and I hope.
Tanesh says,
Thank
"Love
you.
the new record."
Yeah,
I love
very
it too.
Proud, very glad it's in the world now, and yeah, I'll see you every Tuesday. I'll have a new video, and Nick makes a ton of music, lots of projects.
Yeah, if you want to buy this album, it is on my website,
And there's a
nickkrugermusic.com.
link to that in the description of this stream, and I
Correct.
yeah, and it's on Spotify under Nick Krueger and Ben Levin, and you've got also
And actually, incidentally, my discography on Bandcamp is discounted 50% at the moment.
that's a good deal,
50% off.
and you've got a
50%
ton of
off.
albums of all shapes and sizes, and also a project called My Chemical
Yeah.
Mind, which is on there, right? It's
Yeah.
all on the Bandcamp.
Yeah.
So there you go.
The Chemical Mind, but yeah,
The Chemical Mind, right? I was thinking My Chemical Romance,
Yeah.
but
It's not just mine.
it's not just mine. It's everybody's.
we got these chemical
Everybody's.
minds. So wishing y'all the best. Good night and sleep tight. Bye bye.
Have a good one, everybody.
Have a good one, everybody.
Oh, you can get the last word. I'm sorry. I was like bye, and then you spoke, and then I was like bye. What's your last word?
My last
Bye.
word is,
My last word is